Hello, my name is Cécile Guédon and I'm an assistant professor in European Languages and Transcultural Studies at UCLA, the University of California, Los Angeles. I'm here to present to you the final works and projects of the students who enrolled in the class I designed for the winter 2021 and the French section of this new department called ELTS. The title of this course is From Rags to Riches, Chiffons, Social Mobility in 19th Century French Fiction. The topic of this class was to interrogate the idea of social mobility and social ascension in one particular novel by Emile Zola, Bonheur des Dames, The Lady's Paradise, who described in the late 1800s the emergence of a new form of department store, that is, the birth of the department store in Paris, modeled upon Le Bon Marché by Aristide Boussicot. Denise is the protagonist who comes from Normandy and rises at the top of the department store through her determination, her integrity, her endurance, and her, at times, annoyingly unwavering moral qualities. Through this particular text, we interrogated throughout the 10 weeks of the quarter questions of race, gender, class, identity, and we especially took an interest in the rise of a particular segment of the workforce, that is women. And we also had a great interest in looking at this booming industry of the fabrics and the textiles, intermingling networks of distribution and production from the far south of France, but also outlining the intricacies of a colonial trade, I suppose, which had bearings upon the success of certain fabrics at the expense of others, and I think here particularly of silk. We explored 8 themes throughout the quarter, and the students presented first on the 4 sections that most closely pertained to the novel, and those 4 sections were l'impressionnisme et Zola, une société en mouvement et Zola, le travail des femmes et Zola, and then finally let me check. I thought I would knew them by heart at this point. The final theme was there we go. So let me resume. The first 4 themes most closely pertain to the novel Au Bonheur des Dames, and they were l'impressionnisme et Zola, le commerce et Zola, une société en mouvement, un portrait par Zola, les femmes et Zola. And the final 4 presentations were collaborative research projects which went way more in depth and interrogated the larger implications of those massive transformations that the 19th century has produced in France, but also in Europe. And those 4 themes were la révolution industrielle dans Au Bonheur des Dames, les transformations de Paris et l'architecture de fer dans Au Bonheur des Dames, le goût de l'Orient dans Au Bonheur des Dames, and then finally Zola écrivain dans Au Bonheur des Dames. Got it. The class was composed of undergraduate students and 1 graduate students, and we were attentive to produce various levels of research. And what you will see here will be the video recordings of almost all undergraduates, that is, those of them who agreed to have their work featured on YouTube. And then the third section of the final paper, that's going to be a wonderful article by the 1 graduate student who attended this course. It was a delight and a pleasure to investigate the questions of fabric, social mobility, female empowerment, class, and ethnicity with those students in the winter 2021. I will then also add that we used mostly the digital edition of the novel that was prepared and curated by the team at La Bibliothèque Nationale de France, the French National Library, so as to present together in a single glance primary materials, documents and archives and images, but also the manuscript of Zola and the various revisions that he produced, secondary materials, and a number of resources for the students to access and process on their own. And then finally, a stunning reading of the novel by actor Lambert Wilson. So I hope that you enjoy those presentations. I hope that they give you the desire to check the novel by Emile Zola, Au Bonheur des Dames. And I hope that you may want to give a look at the open access digital version of the novel on the BNF website. Thank you for your attention.